Ladies and gentlemen, we are going down. We are in this amazing building and we try to find the first people who are arriving here. So here they are coming up.
I'm here.
It's amazing.
You are amazing with all the work you did.
Hello, hello, everybody. Yes. Today we had a few problems. We want to welcome you outside. So we are going down to welcome you outside. Hello, everybody. We are live in the internet.
We're not live.
Hello,
We are live.
We are puppets. This is not live.
Oh, yeah, this is definitely live.
It is a puppet here.
So yeah, our friends from Japan, the bidding countries are all here. Come in, welcome you here. This is great. So please, everybody in, yeah, and here we are. Ladies and gentlemen, dear colleagues in the internet, welcome back again to our closing dinner. We are a little bit late, 10 minutes. The group arrived at the moment. They came from the hotel, which is approximately 500 meters away, or no, it's 1.5 kilometers away, yeah. And they arrived here. And we are in the middle of a very, very nice and interesting part here of Madrid. We're in the middle of a very, very old part. I hope you can see it a little bit behind me. It's a small street where all the restaurants are. And I can show you what's standing on our restaurant above here. The name of the restaurant, Posada della Via. And a lot of restaurants are here called Posada in that, oh yeah, I have forgotten to turn my light on so that you have a little bit of better view of mine. So a lot of restaurants are here called Posada because that was the area where the travelers, the tourists stayed the night. So Posada exactly means small hotel, nice family-owned hotel. And the building we are in here is from the 17th century, from 1682. Isn't that an amazing building? And that we have chosen for our closing dinner. I know it's not a gala dinner like these big dinners we had in the former convention. Think about Iran in Tbilisi, where we all had been dancing. In Iran, had not been dancing, you remember. But in Prague, where we all had been standing on the stage and singing. It's not like that. It's a little bit smaller. So I will show you. I think now everybody has found his seat so that I'm allowed to go into this amazing old building from the 17th century. And during I walk up, first, before I walk up, I hope that my internet connection will hold here because we are very live streaming. Before I do that, I show you how it looks like in the kitchen here. And that's amazing because this restaurant has an amazing oven. So they grill here so we will have a barbecue later. So they make their own bread and it's really, really a nice old building. Look over here, all the meat that will be our tapas for the starter, for the beginning. And yeah, so we're now going upstairs. And during that, I will explain some of you more words about the building. Yeah, they planned to destroy the building and build a new house in this area because it was not in best condition, but that was in the 1980s, so 300 years after they have built this building, they plan to destroy it. And this was, then a community, they said, no, we have to save all these buildings here. And so we have still this amazing building here. And because it's so old here, it's really, you can see the roof where we have our dinner, you will see. And because of this old building, we are not allowed to dance tonight. That's the reason. And also of COVID, we are not allowed to sing and dance. But later we will have a guitar player. And now I have made it to the roof. All our guests have arrived and I now we need a little bit few more minutes until everybody is seated. So I will go round and show you who is here so that you get really the impressions who is here. So here you can see our first tables with a lot of guests from Austria and Malaysia and UAE. Ooh, wow. Amazing who is here. Also, we go right, we continue our walk. Here, Turkey is sitting. Are you nervous? Who has won?
Ask my friends how they are nervous. You should check the chat.
I should check the chat. They're all chatting, they're nervous. And I see Ignacio and his husband. Hey, long time no see. All the FAC conventions, you are there. Amazing. Thank you that you have made it to the last. So here we have our friends from Japan. They supported the Japan association. They are from the local embassy. From the National Tourism Organization of Japan. Your bidders are sitting at home behind the screens in Japan and also very nervous who is one. And we come to our last table. Here we have Estelle, one of our sponsors. Estelle is from the guiding group with all the amazing innovating technology. And we have our delegates here.
We need to give it to Alushka because the man.
Okay, so I was told that I immediately have to go to Alushka because we are coming to the opening speech. So I will continue my walk through all that a little bit later, and I hand over to Gert and on the techniques, and we are back in a few seconds.
Microphone is full. So what we're going to do is start of our program. I'm going to hand over to Rosa from the Madrid Convention Bureau, who will be introducing we're really privileged to have the speaker with us, but who will be introducing our speaker who will address us for our closing dinner. Rosa.
Thank you, Lucia. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Rosa Deza. I'm the Congress Director of the Madrid Convention Bureau. We are really, really happy to have all of you finally here because we were waiting for you only 3-4 months, but it's enough to wait, I think. And it's an honor to have tonight for you to welcome you, our General Director of Tourism of the Madrid region, Mr. Luis, I'm going to say in Spanish, el señor Don Luis Martín Izquierdo.
Thank you, Rosa. Good evening. Okay, sorry. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the community of Madrid. I would like to thank the whole sector for choosing our region to host this interesting meeting of the World Federation of Tour Guide Association. As you may already know, just a few weeks ago, we had the great honor of hosting the 42nd edition of the International Tourism Fair, ITUR, in Madrid, which has proved to be a real success both at home and abroad. In Madrid, we are convinced that the economic recovery of tourism is people who come to Madrid, return to Madrid. People who Madrid choose the region to organize business meeting, and moreover, Madrid has recently been recognized as MIT destination. Undoubtedly, Lord is to take care of the high added value tourists, not only in terms of bed hotels and working comfort, but also to enjoy our culture, our gastronomy, our natural trails, or our shopping offer. To be honest, I believe that the value proposition of a destination is more important than an icon or a logo, which can make it an aspirational destination. But this value proposition needs to be taught to the world, promoted continuously, and with a long-term vision. And consequently, tourist guides are of particular relevance. I'm sure that in Madrid we have a double value proposition. We don't need to invent anything, but we do need to simplify it, believe it, and tell to the world it with pride. We are fortunate to have a double value proposition in Madrid. On one hand, we are the largest cultural destination in the world. And on the other hand, I can't forget another factor that made Madrid an attractive tourist destination. Here we have the best lifestyle in the world. Madrid is probably the biggest performing state in Europe and Latin America. Our gastronomic offer is the best in the world. We are one of the most competitive shopping destinations. Our restaurant, our bars, our hotels with the terraces, sorry, are a unique expression of our way of life and our culture. Furthermore, we are a safe and open-minded destination. Everyone is welcome to Madrid. Our weather, public services, the quality of life are also important competitive advantage. It is no secret that Madrid is in fashion. The reopening of the great luxury hotel of the main international hotel chains, the recurring arrival of major investment funds and high-quality restaurants are raising our fame among the most demanding tourists who want to be part of Madrid. We will continue working hard to consolidate our position as a safe, dynamic, diverse, open and sustainable destination. Finally, it is fair to recognize on behalf of the community effort made by the tourist sector, made by the tourist guides, who deal directly with our customer, with the tourists. Thank you all. And finally, thank you all again, and please enjoy Madrid, enjoy region in Madrid, the world's largest cultural destination, and obviously the best lifestyle worldwide. Enjoy this dinner in this amazing restaurant, this traditional restaurant in Madrid. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you very much. And I think we can all agree with you on the food. We've had the most amazing food this week. So thank you very much. And thank you for taking the time to address us. Great. Thank you so much. Okay, so moving on with our agenda, I know there's a little bit of anticipation in the room, so we have a few announcements. Before I do that, did you have a look at the venue that you're in tonight? Have you had a look around you? Do you know how old this building is? From 1642. 1642. So this was originally an inn. It was one of the first inns in Madrid. And what happened, unfortunately, was it obviously fell into disarray. And in the 1980s, it was purchased and renovated and became a restaurant. So you are here today to enjoy one of the most famous dishes in Madrid, cooked in a really interesting oven, which you may have seen on the ground floor when you walked in. If you haven't, take a walk later. The oven is very well known, and we will be enjoying a feast from this oven. So this is the historical building that we are in. So welcome. So I'm first going to start with some thank yous. We couldn't have been here without a few people and a few other things going on. So firstly, thank you to our guest speaker, who's just spoken, for taking the time to be with us. He's had a very busy schedule. So thank you to Mr. Izquierdo. I'm not good at Spanish. And then we had also to say thank you from my side to the outgoing Expo members. It's been quite a tough ride the last 3 years, but we've had a good run as well. So to Jean, Sebastian, Sarah, Arash, Mary, Katerina, Sonia, Viola, Manu, and Herman, who have all been involved at some level in the last 3 years, we want to say thank you to you. And then, of course, to all of you, the participants, and that is virtual or in person, but all of you, we couldn't have done it without you for this convention as well. So give yourselves a round of applause. And the biggest player who played the largest role in this event, of course, the technical team hiding in the corner. And we had sponsors, the local guides, the Madrid Convention Bureau, the hotel, the staff of the hotel have been amazing. I think in 6 weeks, all these people played a role in mobilizing this event. So thank you very much. So on to official announcements. I know we've made social media announcements as to the new executive board, but I'd like to officially welcome the new executive board for the term of 2022 to 2024. We have Viola Lewis, who is with us in person. Viola, if you could just identify. We have Nina Boer from Slovenia, Viola's from Scotland. Then we have Nina Boer from Slovenia, who is joining us virtually. We have Marika Donata from the USA, who's with us in person. We have James Saunders from Canada, who's with us in person. James is from Canada. And then we have Manu de la Sara from Philippines, who was on our previous board as well, rejoining us again. He's joining us virtually. And then lastly, myself, thank you very much. I was re-elected as president, so thank you. Also forming part of our team, we have 2 new members on the training committee who are joining the training division. That is Banafshe Farani from Iran, who's joining us virtually, and Dimitra Vigal from Cyprus, who's joining us in person. Third announcement. I know you're all waiting for the 4th announcement, but third announcement first. So you're aware that we also have a position within the infrastructure of WFTGA called the Global Brand Ambassador. At the moment, we have 2 global brand ambassadors, both happen to be from the USA. These are positions that the president gives to identify and acknowledge persons who have played a large role in WFTGA over many, many years, doing many, many different things. And the next global brand ambassador I'd like to announce is not with us in person, but attending virtually. And he has been involved in WFTGA for almost 30 years, I believe, in various different positions and in various different roles. And I'd like to welcome as our third global brand ambassador, Mr. Walid El Batouti from Egypt. So we welcome Walid to the team and joining what is now a trio of global brand ambassadors who are assisting us with our marketing endeavors for the World Federation of Tourist Guide Associations. So moving on to our final announcement, point 4. So for those who are not familiar with the World Federation of Tourist Guide Associations, we go through a bidding process every 2 years to host the World Federation of Tourist Guide Association conventions. This is a little bit of an unconventional convention that we are hosting in Madrid, but we'll be going back to our 2-year cycle at the moment. So over the last year, we have started off with 7 bidding countries to host and association members to host our next convention in 2024. And I'd like to use this opportunity to thank Ros Newlands, President Emeritus, for assisting us with this process as well. It's quite an intensive process for the bidding countries. There's a lot of administration, a lot of planning. You have to plan for the 2024 year. You have to meet all the bidding criteria. You have to complete documentation, attend hundreds of meetings for briefings and deadlines as well. Our 7 bidding countries then were eliminated in an elimination round to 4. And we have all 4 with us tonight and in Madrid. So we're very thankful for that. What happens next is that our delegates, who are our full members, voted for the 2024 country and association and host city through an online election process. I don't know the results. I will be handed the results shortly, but I'd just like to recap the 4 countries. So we have with us Italy with the association ANGT, with the offer of the host city, Syracuse. We have Japan with the KITG association with the host city, Fukuoka. Third country, Malaysia with Sabah Tourist Guide Association, host city, Borneo. And finally, Turkey, TKTC, host city, Istanbul. So our online process allowed for a, well, the delegates voted, so let's see what the delegates said. So my lovely assistant, Sonia, our administrator for WFTGA, she's a bit camera shy, but let's give her a round of applause. And the winner for the host for the 2024 20th WFTGA convention is Italy, ANGT.
Well, I was not prepared, but okay. First of all, I want to thank you all in presence here and online. Thank you. It has been a long process, especially for us, because it's the second time, as you know, that we are meeting. The first time we were not meeting, and it was still our hope to have the chance to participate, and now we are really honored. I didn't have the chance now, but they are waiting to have the information. Also, the mayor from Syracuse is waiting for the feedback. I don't know, maybe he will send us some wording afterwards. And I want to thank, first of all, also the other competitors, because being here with them, it has meant a lot. It means that we were not, I mean, we were all equal and doing big work, and we all were hoping and working. And so I want to thank especially Turkey, Malaysia, and Japan. So we hope we will see you all in Italy.
No, così lei introduce. Stanotte non ho dormito.
He didn't sleep tonight.
Perché pensavo al discorso che dovevo fare.
Because he was thinking about the speech he should have done.
Perché ci speravo tanto.
Because he really had the hope.
Io innanzitutto voglio ringraziare la mia collega Elisa, che si è spesa tanto. L'avete conosciuta tutti.
He wants to ask Elisa. Of course, Elisa Ottaviano was with us.
È stata qui 2 giorni. È con grande orgoglio che apprendo questa vittoria, perché è stata combattuta con città molto più importanti della mia.
He's really honored to.
Istanbul è una delle città più belle del mondo. Sì.
Otherwise I forget, sorry. He's really proud and honored because also the competitors were big competitors. Istanbul,
Fukuoka, Saba.
Saba.
Sono tutte città molto molto importanti.
Or important cities.
Io sono orgoglioso di far conoscere la mia città.
He's proud that Siracusa will be better known now.
E questa è la terza volta, perché io è da 43 anni che faccio la guida.
It's the third time he's being a guide since 43 years.
1979. E questo è il terzo convegno. Forse Siracusa, la mia città, è l'unica che ha organizzato 3 convegni.
That's the third
Tre
conference
convegni.
in Siracusa,
Nazionale nel 91,
and then 91,
europeo nel 2004
European in 2004,
e adesso nel 2024. Mondiale, nazionale, europeo e mondiale. 3 convegni nella mia città. Il 24 è un anno molto importante per Siracusa perché è anche candidata ad essere capitale della cultura italiana.
So 2024, it will be a really important year for Siracusa because it's also a candidate. I mean, it's in the final list to be the Italian capital for culture in 2024.
Per finire voglio ringraziare anche il mio sindaco che si è speso molto, è venuto anche in Georgia 2 o 3 anni fa.
Quest'anno to thank the mayor of Siracusa because I mean he has had a really key role and he came for the bidding in Georgia.
E allora termino dicendo che vi aspetto tutti a Siracusa. Gennaio è un mese bellissimo perché ci possono essere anche 24-25 gradi a Siracusa nel mese di gennaio. È un mese molto bello e vi aspetto tutti quanti. Grazie e al 2024.
So we are waiting for you all in January 2024 and Carlo wants to underline that January can be also a warm month because the temperature can rise up until 24-25 degrees. So thank you all.
So congratulations to Italy and to Malaysia, Turkey, Japan. You've been wonderful throughout the whole process. So from our side, thank you for taking the leap to join us in the bidding process. So from our side, that's it with announcements. We'll shortly be playing out with some traditional flamenco guitar playing. So please stay tuned for that. And thank you, Sebastian. I hand over to you.
You hand over to me? Huh. Yeah. Dear guests here in the room, oh, I'm still on, but I have to turn it on for the internet people. A moment, I think my camera is still on. So I have the honor to hold the closing speech, I was told, before we go into guitar playing and the dinner. And dear colleagues here in the room and dear colleagues all around the world. Oh, they are still celebrating, the Italians in the back here. Oh my gosh, that will be a party in Italy. Yeah, and they are phoning the major already. See, so we come to the end. It was our first hybrid convention, and I want to do a small summary how everything started. It was in December. December, we had to make a very, very sad decision, and the decision was made together with the Serbian Guide Association that we can't be in Serbia because of the COVID situation there, because of the costs for PCR tests and everything. A lot of tourists had to do because they had not been allowed with the vaccination to get to Serbia. So it was really a hard decision for us, but I think it was the right decision to say safety goes first. But at this point, I want to send a warm welcome or warm closing message from here to Serbia, to Ivana, to Milos, to Giovanna. You did a great work, and I think we are going forward. We will see what the next expo and the delegates have made a decision and what there is going. So give Serbia a big applause here. I think, good, you have me on the other camera. Yes, then it's a little bit easier for me. So then the time went by and we said we have to do a hybrid convention or something. At least it must be virtual, but we checked the situations. Where can we go? Perhaps with a small group. And I think it was an amazing small group. The feeling of normal convention, I know it was not like when you arrive at the airport. Marika told me that this is for she the best when she's going to a convention, that when she arrives at the airport, immediately there is a sign and you're welcomed. And from the first beginning to the end, it is a feeling that we all belong together. I know it was not like that, but and for myself, it was a very special convention because myself, sorry, I had no time to speak to you privately or exactly that, what a convention is, the socializing. But what I realized, you had all this socializing in the restaurant here when you came during the excursion day, yeah? And so I think even if we had not been the 400 we are normally, we had been 40 and we had been 40 special friends. Thank you for those who had been coming here. And thanks for all the guides from the 85 nations, the over 400 guides who joined us virtually. And it was amazing. We got feedback that they really had the feeling they had been here. And that was exactly our plan. When we said hybrid, you can do it with just one camera streaming. But we said, no, that is boring, that is not really hybrid, that is not the feeling jumping to the internet. And that's why we had the team here with a lot of cameras to get the feeling and to make hybrid an experience, because that's exactly what we guides are doing. We generate experiences. That's our job. Not, yes, we know all the history talk, all the culture and all that, but the most important is the experience. And the second most important thing is that there are humans. The people want to meet humans. After the pandemic, that will be more important to meet humans and to have these social connections. And that's why exactly we tried to have it as possible with the hybrid, with that we started outside, that we went in, that the people have the feeling, what is the building here, why are we meeting here? And that's why we did all that. And I think that's exactly what we need in the future, both. And that's the future of conferences, because a lot of people during the delegates meeting, during the trainers meeting, had the chance to come virtually. They normally have no chance to get from some countries in the East to long flights, or when they have not the budget to come here. And we have included these people. And that was amazing during that week. And I think that's definitely the future. So to the end, I think, 2 more items. Yes, thank you. So the Major of Syracuse is already here. You're calling him right now. Oh my gosh, isn't that in the middle of the night? No, for Italy, it's just before dinner time, like in Spain. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yes.
What a great news. I'm so very happy, so very happy. Thank you. Of course, I want to thank our team, Valeria, Andrea, Lisa, and Carlo, who is there. But first of all, I need to thank the executive board members and the delegates. thank you very much. I'm sure Siracusa won't disappoint you, and we'll start working from tomorrow to get you the most beautiful event ever. Okay, so thank you very much, and we wait for you in Siracusa.
We are coming, Mr. Future President. Thank you.
Sorry, last thank, because it was emotional and I didn't thank her. Andrea Gumbisi, the Italian delegate, she's not with us, she's online following us, and she did a really intensive job. And also Patrizia Pasolini, the head of Symposia. So they are with us with the heart. Thank you.
Great, thank you. Yeah, you can applaud the major and so. The guitar is coming, he's coming to the front. So this was the final thing. We will now have 5 minutes guitar music and then half an hour. Yeah, and then we start. Yeah.
Media palabra. El otoño se marchó, detrás se fueron tus ganas. Y vivo sin ti, y vivo sin mí, y vivo sin nada. Que la mañana no despierta, porque no duermo en mi cama, mientras el reloj del corazón se para. Llámame otra vez, llámame con fuerza como ayer. Dime que no es cierto, por favor. Dime que es mentira lo que siento adentro. Llámame sin más, que el amor explota si no está. Se entristece el alma sin tu cosa. Yo ya no me aclaro, no soy nadie sin tu boca.
I have to do the comments here.
En la prisión del dolor, el ruiseñor ya no canta. Enmudeció y tú te vas sin preguntar qué le pasa. La primavera acabó con el verano en sus calles. Y vivo sin ti, y vivo sin mí, y vivo sin nada. Que la mañana no despierta, porque no duermo en mi cama, mientras el reloj el corazón se para. Llámame otra vez, llámame con fuerza como ayer. Dime que no es cierto, por favor. Dime que es mentira lo que siento adentro. Ámame sin más, que el amor explota si no está. Sentirte el alma sin tu cosa. Yo ya no me aclaro, no soy nadie sin tu boca. Líbrame de este castigo que derrumba los cimientos de mi alma. Líbrame que necesito tu cariño. Ámame otra vez, amor al alma. Llámame otra vez, llámame con fuerza como ayer. Dime que no es cierto, por favor. Dime que es mentira lo que siento adentro. Llámame sin más, ya no me aclaro, no soy nadie sin tu boca. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you. Que te voy a cantar, tratar de improvisar, pero soplejarán que nada sirve, siempre se puede. Dime, ¿en qué estás pensando? Que yo pienso lo mismo que hace unos años, que te veré hasta en la lejanía y a través del ancho mar tú serás mi guía. O te digo yo, o te digo yo, o te digo yo, vuélveme los besos que te había dado, devuélveme el cariño que te he regalado, devuélveme las ganas de sentir por ti, prima mía, llévatelo todo para ti, que son tonterías, solo poesía. Y a pesar de tu ausencia, te ponga lo más preso, ido en la cabeza. Por eso cuando tú te vas, me va dejando la dulce soledad. Cuando tienes lo que quieres, hay todo que se convierte en nada. Niña, que si te vas de aquí, me deja la dulce soledad. Como te digo yo, como te digo yo, como te digo yo, devuélveme la noche que yo te daba, vuélveme la risa por la mañana, vuélveme la gana de sentir por ti, prima mía, llévatelo todo para ti, eso tontería, solo poesía. Ya, que tienen tu beso, ya, saben a caramelo.
So, dear guests in the internet, yes, where are we sitting? So, oh, it's here. No, oh, yeah, here. So, dear guests in the internet, this is good. The other technician also from Vienna, and the lady who is missing, Marta, today, she has a little bit of cold, so she's better staying in the hotel. Marta, we are greeting you. Sorry that you can't be here with us. Please get well soon. Yes, you'll love you. Oh, better, I love you, you know. And so what we are doing now is, because the party is going on here, we want that you share all your memories from the past convention. Where have you been? Which convention did you join? Or did you perhaps join no convention? Was this your first virtual convention? And I see we have 50 people in the room, so we will do 2 breakout rooms, and we will send you in those 2 breakout rooms, and there you can just talk about memories. What was your best experience? Was your your memory really still know today? Was it food? Had it been the people meeting? Was it a site you had been interested? Just share your memories. You're allowed to share pictures, show your beautiful dresses if you have your traditional column on, because normally you're here during the gala dinner in traditional colors. So yeah, it's just a time to meet and greet and talk with the others, such socializing. And yeah, so we will now send you in the two different meeting rooms.
Y me pintaban las manos en la cara de azul, y de promesa del viento la vida me llevó, y me hizo volar en el cielo infinito. Volaré, oh, cantaré, oh, 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 oh.